The Secret of Willow Lane, Part 2. For the next few days, the discovery of Clara's letters filled your thoughts. You and Ethan spent hours reading through them, piecing together her story. Clara was a young woman from the early 1900s who had fallen in love with a man her family disapproved of. Their secret correspondence was filled with longing, hope, and plans for a future that never came to be. Each letter was like a window into a forgotten time, and the more you read, the more you felt connected, not only to Clara and her lost love, but to Ethan himself. Somehow, unraveling this mystery was drawing you closer to him. One rainy afternoon, Ethan invited you over again. This time, there was a nervous energy in the air that hadn't been there before. "I think I found something else," he said, pulling out a faded photograph he'd discovered in an old antique shop. The picture showed a young woman, Clara, you guessed, standing in front of a small cottage, with a peculiar symbol painted on the door. "That symbol looks familiar," you said, tracing the intricate design with your finger. "I think I saw it on a carving in the oak tree by the park." Ethan nodded. "Exactly. I think Clara's story is connected to that cottage. Maybe it still exists." The two of you decided to find the cottage the next day. And the cottage on Willow Lane morning light filtered through the clouds as you and Ethan walked along the narrow street lined with old houses. The neighborhood had changed over the years, but the charm remained, especially near the park where the ancient oak tree stood like a guardian. Following Ethan's notes and the photo's clues, you finally came to a weathered wooden gate with the same symbol painted faintly on it. "This must be it," Ethan said softly. You pushed the gate open, the hinges creaking like they were complaining after a long sleep. The garden was overgrown but still beautiful, wildflowers mixing with vines crawling up the cottage walls. Inside, dust motes danced in the sunlight streaming through cracked windows. You both stepped carefully, discovering old furniture, faded wallpaper, and a small writing desk with more letters and a journal. Ethan picked up the journal, flipping through pages filled with Clara's neat handwriting. "She wrote about plans to run away with her love," Ethan said, voice low. "But it never happened. There's a last entry. Says she left something behind. Something to protect their secret." Your heart beat faster. "Do you think it's still here?" You started searching the room, behind loose floorboards, inside drawers, and beneath floor rugs. Then your fingers brushed something cold and metallic hidden in a secret compartment under the desk. You pulled out a small, ornate box. Ethan opened it carefully. Inside was a delicate locket, its surface engraved with the same mysterious symbol. Attached was a note in Clara's handwriting. "To the one who finds this, our love is eternal, hidden but never lost." You looked at Ethan, the moment feeling charged, like history had brought you both here for a reason. At the moment between. As the rain began to patter softly against the cottage windows, Ethan reached out and took your hand. "I'm glad we found this together," he said, his eyes searching yours. You smiled, feeling a warmth spreading through your chest. "Me too." Slowly, he leaned closer, his breath warm against your skin. "I've been wanting to do this since the first day I moved in," he whispered. You didn't pull away. His lips met yours gently at first, then with growing passion, soft and sweet, but full of promise. The world outside the cottage faded away until it was just the two of you, caught up in a perfect moment of discovery and connection. And what happens next? From that day, the mystery of Clara and her lost love became intertwined with your own story. You and Ethan spent your days uncovering the past, and your nights exploring the new feelings blossoming between you. There was still more to discover on Willow Lane, secrets hidden in old diaries, forgotten places waiting to be found, and a future neither of you could have predicted. But whatever came next, you knew one thing for sure: you weren't alone.